Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the finale of the Piggz Stadium Weekend, race number 18 of the NRSL Coca Cup Series. Joining me in the booth again is Stephen Paul III.
We've had a great week so far at Piggz Stadium to conclude with the Cup Series.
On the front row today, if you did not watch qualifying, stop watching this right now. Go back and watch it because on the front row today is William Duncan. And yeah, Zach Flickinger is on the pole, and I'm not even going to say what happened there. You get to go back and watch that. Will Lewis and Matt Dixon make up row number 2. Joshua Osborne and Muhammad Zainabdullah row 3. Seth Cole and Sam Young row 4, with Sky Commons and the points leader Charles Jackson in row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven.
So as we've seen this week in all three series, we're going to have crazy restarts and crazy. It's going to be really hard to predict a winner. Will Hoyt and Washer, they're trying to improve their performance and try to catch Braddock and Jackson in the standings, excuse me. And my pick to win, I'm going to look maybe around to the 06 and the 40, or maybe even the 2 as a surprise underdogs. I know it's a miracle has saying this, but Johnny has really picked up some speed the last few weeks, and look for that 06 to be strong today.
Last week's winner, Henry Sanford, will roll off from the 39th starting spot, and on the final row is Cole Deaver and Jessica Shelton. Watch out for them maybe to do some good, as we've seen that final row not be too bad of a spot this weekend. Here comes the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
8 onboards that we'll carry. The 4 manufacturer onboards will be the 9 of Charles Jackson, the 22 of Bill Bragg Jr., the 16 of Tristan Wilhoit, and the 5 of Chris Washer. Henry Sanford will also be carrying the Domino's onboard, the 15 Vince Almarego, the Menards onboard. Mark George in the 42 will be carrying the Haviline onboard, and Sam Young in the 14 will be carrying the Panasonic onboard camera today should we need him. We didn't need him actually in the Hooter Series race, so we'll have to see what happens here.
Another guy to look out for, Matt Dixon. He's been having a good stretch of races, so we'll see if he can continue himself.
And field under control of Zach Flickinger. And we are green.
Now, double file also means that it's going to be getting crazy a little faster than single file here.
And Tristan Wilhoit exemplifying that one for us. They're already making it 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Now, taking your time. It's a long race. 57. Whoa!
That was Osborne. One driver not taking his time, Charles Jackson. Oh, and I heard wrecking.
Who wrecked? Oh.
Fitzwater's around.
That's a tough break for Fitzwater after. Oh, and the plowing.
Oh, wow. Zorline is inching his way backwards.
I think the 98 or the 10 got involved in that.
And they did not take the caution up here at the front. Muhammad Zainabdullah now will lead under the yellow. Look out, look out, look out!
Oh boy, this is not going to be. Oh, someone must have ran the back of the 7. Oh boy, someone hit the 7. There he is. Oh, please. What's his name? Zorline, don't hit it. Okay, there we go.
And it looks like the leaders will not have to pit underneath the yellow, which is a good sign, because if they would have had to, it would have been bad.
I wonder if that was the 98 or the 10 who got involved in that, right?
Holland's 23 got damage.
So one of the Valvoline cars go
RJ
around.
Reynolds has got rear end damage on the 44. Jack James, who was not too very well safe, is involved. There's Zorline trying to get back up to his spot. And so let's take a look back at what happened to Jonathan Zorline to start this one. And we are back. Zachary Fitzwater trying to get into the top 30 in points. This not going to help. Looks like Kev Shearer, Stephen Paul III, maybe? No. Fitzwater makes contact with the 23. Around he goes. Kyle Matthews gets turned right up into the 43.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Zachary. Oh, Charles hooked the 22 right there.
Delano Bohemian as well. Jack James gets hooked.
Alexander Rowe, nice job by Rowe missing this wreck.
Reynolds, is he going to get hit from behind then?
He's going to plow.
Gets hit by his teammate.
That was the 10 back there, not Steve Paul. That was the Valvoline car in the wreck.
Yep. And with that, I think we're clear. I don't think we actually had any on. Well, we got one. I see it now, but let's take one quick onboard, and then we'll take you back to the green flag. Onboard Mark George. And with that, let's go back to the restart. And we are back. No new retirees underneath that caution. Mohammed Zain Abdullah leads over Zach Flickinger, Will Lewis, Charles Jackson, Tristan Wilhoit, Chris Livier, Matt Dixon, Seth Cole, Chris Washer, and William Flickinger, the top 10. Steve Pollard, Preston Plord, Sam Young, Sky Commons, Ali Nelson, Joshua Osborne, Johnny Gardner, Kev Shear, Stephen Paul III, and Vince Almerega, the top 20. Worth mentioning, Will Lewis comes in this race 11th, would love to get 5 bonus points, and I know there are several other drivers who would love to see him make it into the top 10 in points, considering he's got the second wild card. We are back to green on lap number 8.
I think everybody in the field would love to see Steve Paul get in the top 10 points.
At least anyone with a win would. And here's what we were talking about with the fact that single file restart will not be as chaotic.
Yes, this is like the 2013 Cup package, that drafting package.
We say that, and then still not all that single file in the back of the pack, so. But Zain Abdullah's loving things up here. He's loving life. 15th in the points coming in, by the way, worth mentioning.
Here goes Matt Dixon. Dixon won at Martinsville. He's had a few top 5, top 10, so this 84 car is pretty fast.
Yep, trying to build things, looking ahead to next year, really. As Will Lewis now goes to second.
I think the Red Bull team, the drivers have already set. I don't know if to announce things on the air or not.
It's not set. It is definitely anything but set.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about this in the race anyways. Here goes Matt Dixon anyways.
Yep, to second he goes. Jackson and Seth Cole looking for third on Will Lewis.
Seth really needs this run. Plord coming back after 2 tough weeks in a row could really is after their win in Ontario.
Yep. And Plord comes into this one 19th in points, trying to move his way up the wildcard standings. Meanwhile, we had pit stops.
This is definitely going to help the race go green longer.
We had pit stops.
Stephen Paul. We'll try to get some strategy too. You know, if the race stays green, they could have a chance.
Also, Pollard, Zorline. Looks like maybe even the 44.
The 44 has no chance of the chase. They're just trying to do something.
And 44's also got damage and is off the pace. And is
that's
a great teammate.
Well, RJ should have definitely went to the DNQ race instead. How about we give a shout out to Kev? This is his first official race we've seen him in since Sonoma.
Johnny Gardner up near the wall.
While we're watching the back of the field, Matt Dixon has passed the one of Zain Abdullah to take the race lead.
So, in the battle for 30th in points, it's actually a battle between Zachary Fitzwater and Chris Louvier this week. And right now, Louvier is gaining points.
Let's see. Ali Nelson running up there, trying to stop the bleeding for her team. Here comes Steve Pollard. Good run for that 98 car.
And how about Team Red Bull? 84 and 83 are second and third right now.
Red Bull gives you wings.
And now here comes Dixon looking for the race lead one more time.
Also worth noting, both Red Bull cars are go-over-homers, so this is really an impressive performance.
And very much needed right now. They are about 100. They're a little over 100 points out of it, I think, right now. 160.
The 98. Yeah. So yeah. I think Sky could get in the top 30 by the end of the year.
He could definitely if they started making a lot of races, and 5 bonus points will definitely help his cause.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the 98, after struggling last week, Kev got in the car, got some notes for the 98, and Steve Pollard trying to rebound, going for 3 wins in a row in the season at 3 completely different tracks. So we'll see what Steve can do.
Definitely not the case. You said 3 wins in a row.
No, three wins at 3 different types of tracks.
You said 3 wins in a row.
Well, anyways, Allie Nelson coming for the lead.
And Preston Plord looking for what would be his 2nd win of the season, maybe.
Allie Nelson, also remember, is also a go-or-go-homer, too.
So 5 bonus points would be very helpful for her cause, and she will get them here as Preston Plord had to get out of the throttle.
It's also noticed, besides Braddock, Bill Davis racing Matt Dixon up the hill.
It's Chris Luger up the hill a little bit, too.
Tires are starting to wear.
Okay.
Steve Pollard back to the race leaders. Whoa, Will Hoyt.
Will Hoyt's in the fence, gets out of it.
See how Jackson, he could only put 2 tires, couldn't go lower. That's because the tire wear right there. The cars cannot hold that bottom line that well anymore.
And right now, Fitzwater definitely is not wanting to see this 01 car get up to the lead.
Yeah, Louvier I believe this would be Louvier's first win, if I'm not mistaken.
It would be his first win of the season. That's for sure. Wow.
Oh, Steve Pollard washed up the hill for sure.
Jackson got a little bit tight as well in turns 4.
Wow, the high side is not where you want. You want to get back to the bottom. I think there's a little smoke or something.
Meanwhile, Chris Louvier looking for the race lead. And this is not good for Zachary Fitzwater.
No, Zachary missed the last week's race, and he made it this week, but this is definitely not helping his cause.
5 bonus points to the 01, and it was just 36 points separating the 01 and the 19.
Here comes Seth. I believe Seth's had a good run during the year, and now Seth has been struggling the last month or so. It's good run for the 25 team.
Definitely is. Right now running 2nd. 23rd in the points coming in. Zayn Abdullah with a solid car so far today.
Charles Jackson ran the 0 way up the hill right there. Here comes somebody where hell's going to be freezing over. And I think Charles can see what I'm talking about.
William Flickinger now into the top 5, it looks like.
William somehow has 2 top 10s.
Caution is out.
And the 10's bad race continues.
Zach Rogers has gone for a spin and brings out the yellow and pit stops, which concerns me a little bit because I feel like we're going to see some plows underneath the yellow.
You mean on pit road?
No, I mean under yellow. Well, that's definitely not how you pit.
Bill Brad.
So on pit lane here, let's check out how this goes.
Now let's see what matters more. Tires of the draft. Four tires is definitely the key of this race right now.
And right now, Seth Cole would agree with you. It looks like they're going to the left side. Drivers exiting their pits. And Seth Cole will win the race off pit lane. A little bit of a slow stop for the 1 car.
They were out fishing.
And so it'll be Seth Cole, Charles Jackson, William Flickinger, Zayn Abdullah, and Chris Lugier, top 5 off pit lane. Let's take a look at what happened at the yellow for the 2nd time today. And we are back. Here's what happened for Zach Rogers coming down the back straightaway. And Tim Randolph's going to push up the track into the 10. And yeah, just a simple spin there. So it looks like Zach should be able to continue there. For brand new Goodyear tires, and we'll go back to the green flag. And we are back. No retirees under the yellow, but Bill Bragg Jr. is a lap down, and RJ Reynolds, Stephen Paul III, and Zorline are all 2 laps down to the race leaders. Seth Cole, Charles Jackson, William Flickinger, Mohammed Zain Abdullah, Chris Louvier, Ali Nelson, Joshua Osborne, Sky Common, Steve Pollard, and Preston Plord are the top 10. Chris Washer, James Qualls, Matt Dixon, Johnny Gardner, Alexander Rowe, Bram Patterson, Will Lewis, Zach Flickinger, Tristan Wilhoit, Zachary Fitzwater are the top 20. With Amy Shelley, Sam Young, Cole Deaver, Vince Almerego, William Duncan, Jessica Shelton, Kyle Matthews, Mark George, Charles Sanford, and Levi McIntyre are the top 30.
Now, with RJ Reynolds leading the pack, it's going to be very interesting because he does have damage on the car.
And green flag is back out. Who can clear him the quickest?
Well, I love we see there's 2 similar Caterpillar cars in the bottom too.
Yeah, and they're both a lap down.
That's rough for Braddock, right? That's what Charles Jackson wants to see.
Yeah,
RJ Reynolds hanging tough.
He's hanging tough a little bit, but not too well. Braddock trying to get the most out of those new tires, though.
Whoa, look at Zula.
And yep, Mohammed Zain Abdullah gonna get to the inside line now. He's up to 3rd.
Definitely a good move right there. Everybody's here comes Zorline's a lap down, my bad.
Yeah, the 7 is a lap down.
The 40, I mean, I'm shocked. That 40 car made the race last week. It's making it this week and having some speed.
And Charles Jackson led the lap.
That is not what Bill Braddock Jr. wanted to see right behind Seth Cole.
And he gets to see it too, and know there's nothing he can do to stop it because he's a lap down.
He's gonna maybe he'll get up there and race Jackson a little hard. I'm not sure, but here comes the 40 car,
looking for 2nd.
The Gabe Williams of the series,
and gets it.
RJ Reynolds still in the top 5 mix over there. Ali Nelson is 6th.
2 laps down.
Oh, poor RJ. Chris Washer moving into the top 10 right now.
Yep. I heard scraping. Well, Zorline's in the wall.
The field is definitely spread out, though I have to say, not really much crazy pack racing like we saw earlier.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not the run Fitzwater would have liked to have gotten. It's not going to put him into the top 30.
Is Cole Deaver on the lead lap?
Oh,
there's a wreck. That's a caution.
And it is.
And that looks like it's Jess.
That's what it would look like, yeah. Got to take a look at what happened to bring out the yellow, as Steve Pollard is also on pit lane in the 98.
Yeah, it looks like a day done for Steve Pollard. Nope, they're just fixing the car.
They're going to try to. Let's take a look back at what happened. And here's what happened coming off turn number 4. Looks like Steve Pollard just a little bit too tight.
Arrow push off the car, and then Sky Collins finished him off. Oh, man.
And nowhere for Jessica Shelton to go. Will Lewis goes for a spin in the 07 car.
48 with a lot of damage right there. Jess goes in the grass. So Steve will be able to continue. Just might not have a strong enough car like he did before. And Alexander Rowe gets involved. That's just the tail tale of this season.
Well, actually doesn't really get involved. And for Shelton, at least definitely spun down to the apron. So cars in one piece. I think she'll be able to continue just fine. Unfortunately, probably just going to have to put 4 new tires on that Wood Brothers Ford.
Yes.
So with that, let's go ahead and take you back to the restart. And we are back. No retirees as of yet. Charles Jackson now leads over William Flickinger, Chris Louvier, Mohammed Zain Abdullah, Ali Nelson, Matt Dixon, Seth Cole, Chris Washer, Bram Patterson, and Joshua Osborne in the top 10. Amy Shelley runs 11th, Preston Plord, Cole Deaver, Zachary Fitzwater, Zach Flickinger, Johnny Gardner, Vince Almerego, Tristan Wilhoit, James Qualls, and Sky Commons are the top 20. If Fitzwater can get up here and lead a lap, he might have a shot at getting into the top 30. His main competition is the 01, but the 4 is struggling, and that would be the next closest driver that he could possibly knock out of the top 30 in points. as we are back to racing on what would have been the concluding lap of any other race of the weekend.
Now, Bill Braddock is actually going to pass Jackson, so he needs to caution right now.
RJ Reynolds also going to try and pass the 9.
So RJ, I don't think RJ's got a good enough car to pass Jack. Well, maybe I'm wrong, actually.
Well, he doesn't have a good enough car on the straightaways. He's got a good enough car in the corners.
40 car washing up the hill right there as here comes Louvier.
Yep, Louvier's going to try and use the 44 to his advantage here. So we had a little bit of a lag spike on the restart and it sounded a little bit funny. It was kind of interesting. As now Jackson going to just demoralize Bill Bragg Jr. here.
Some Amy Shelley moves into the top 10 right there. Matt Dixon's in 5th.
Yep. As Flickinger just kind of looks on. Seth Cole trying to clear the lap traffic.
Steve Paul is the only lap car. I mean, the car is heavily damaged, so he's falling back to the end of the line.
44. 44 is right there too.
Yep, RJ. And here comes the Zor line. He was running 7th on track.
We've had a wreck. So caution flag flies yet again.
That's what Steve Paul would want it.
And Charles Jackson leads under the caution.
Wonder who's got involved. Oh! Whoa, my lord! Oh my god!
Well, he is now.
That just happened. Zayn Abdullah, the best car on track, just got wiped out.
Wow.
And
well, that just happened.
And that just woke me and Charles up.
And Jackson's involved. He's got damage.
The whole field has got damage.
Shelton's on pit lane. Ebrahimian's with damage. Flickinger's got damage.
Wow, this is a crazy turn of events this race. We were pretty good.
Well, so that just happened. Christopher Pierce, now his day is over. So we just went from also no retirements to probably having about 5 at least. Let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow and then what happened under the yellow. And we are back trying to figure out what happened here coming off turn number 4.
I'm going to bet it's going to be right here. It's 7 car slow, 17 hooked them, and then there we go. And James Qualls, 99 with damage.
Preston Plore gets turned around. Actually, and Levi doesn't have it yet. There he does.
Dylan Young. Henry Sanford involved in the wreck. And then Alexander Rowe. Oh, and then here comes the 6 who's going to not plow. Steve Paul is going to not plow into the wreck.
Jessica Shelton has damage there in the 21.
Now, while everybody's slow here comes the whole field. This is where it gets a little topsy-turvy.
I'm going to try and see what happened here with Kyle. He's going to get run into from behind. I mean, there's smoke. I don't think too many of these guys can even really see.
Alexander Rowe runs into the 00, then Jess runs into Dylan, then Will Lewis, and there comes Kevin there.
Yeah, like I said, though, I don't think many of them could have even really seen in there because there was so much smoke on that front straightaway.
And then this proceeded to happen with the ARCA brakes.
Well, so these guys are trying to get up to speed, get back to the yellow, and try and get in line because some of them probably already took the yellow. And then...
Now, where does Jackson get his damage? That's the real question.
Well, it's who runs into who.
Well, the 41 still has an engine right now until he just T-bones the back of the 6.
And then he's going to slide down right in front of Zayn Abdullah. Jackson's going to have nowhere to go but to run into the 6.
The 4 with an amazing job to miss it, and then everybody lined.
Or not. Flickinger, nowhere to go, runs into the 6. gets run into from behind by Osborne, who got run into from the 36. Pollard gets run into from the 8. Zach Flickinger, I think, gets run into by Amy Shelley.
It's insane how many cars involved in that wreck.
Will Hoyt and Almarego almost.
The 8 hit the 36, and I don't see good things ending right here.
Levi runs into it. Mark George even. Sam Young with damage to the front end of his car.
Top break for Sam Young, top 10 in points.
William Duncan with heavy right side damage to his car.
Feel most bad for Saint Abdul. He had a dominating car, could possibly have a win and get taken out like that.
Zachary Fitzwater with a lot of damage to his number 19. Not going to help them get back into the top 30. You wager we actually got any onboards here to take?
I'm not sure. We probably lost them during the wreck.
Well, let's just go back to the restart then. Well, apparently we went green. Chris Luvier now leads. Just took it though from Charles Jackson, so I'm guessing we actually just went green, judging by the damage.
That 9 cars got damaged, so I can't see the 9 being as strong.
Dixon, I believe, got through that one.
Braddock's up to 31st, so a lot of retirements there. Steve Paul is up to 36.
Sam Young, Levi McIntyre, Joshua Osborne, Muhammad Zainodula, Ali Nelson, Christopher Pierce, the cars that retired out of the race.
So now let's see if Seth and Dixon. If Dixon can win, that's 2 wins on the season for the 84 right there. They might have to go to the original cup if they win 2 races.
He's got damage to the right side of his car, though.
Because he could probably make it to top 30 in points, given the way this team is running.
Well, right now the 84 is down on straightaway speed.
So that's the story about everybody in the field. Johnny Gardner, like I mentioned in the pre-race, he's running 10th. He might be a long shot here. How about an 8? And I think that's the 19 of Fitzwater. He needs this run.
How is that car running 8th?
Good question, Charles. 5th. Oh no, he hit the wall.
Well, now make it 7th because Zach Flickinger got in the fence.
Well,
he's gonna pass his teammate. That's worth 4 points right there.
That's the first time he's ever passed his teammate this season.
That wreck might have been a good thing for Fitzwater.
I know that rear bumper, that downforce is helping. Braddock falling back. Chris Luvier, nobody's catching Luvier.
Not yet, at least.
31's on pit road. Tough break for Duncan right there. First time we see Lennox this year.
Well,
here comes Seth.
Battle for the top spot.
Now remember, we also only got 4 laps to go. Hot damn.
Yeah. So Seth Cole looking for his first win of the season. And yes, that was on purpose. I clicked out of the game.
Matt Dixon. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, the 01. That's the choke of the century right there.
Well, that's gonna kind of kill his race.
How about Tristan coming up through here? See if he can get by the 84 and try to get up there. If Dixon wins, Dixon needs to get the original Cup car.
This isn't a jewel race though for Will Hoyt. That's the thing.
I'm telling. I mean, if Matt Dixon wins, then you get the original Cup car.
It ain't happening.
2 wins on the year as a part-time car. I bet you this is really good. I didn't expect this.
Either way, 2 laps to go now for Matt Dixon.
Man, Matt Dixon, he's about to go to the 83 car.
That's up to Sky Commons. He actually owns both drivers.
Well, I think he's going to have to deal with, what's his name, Tristan Wilhoit before anything's said and done.
Yeah, Will Hoyt looking for his 3rd win on the season. He's going to see the white flag.
How about Almarego going for his first win of his career and the season, I believe?
And
oh, boy. And there's a lot of lap cars. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Washer's going to have a shot.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Whoa. Nice save. And coming to the line, Vince Almarego. He's going to win his first ever Coke Vanilla Cup Series race here at Piggz Stadium.
Yeah.
Fitzwater 6th in that destroyed car. Seth Cole with a top 5 finish. Mark George rebounds to 10th.
Doing my
Zach
job.
Flickinger's first top 10 of the year.
Doing my job, somewhat. Vince Almarego, though, does get the win. Washer second, Louvier third, Dixon, Seth Cole, Zachary Fitzwater, Will Hoyt, Flickinger, Gardner, and Mark George, the top 10. I don't know if that's going to be enough for Fitzwater to move into the top 30 in all honesty, but Jack James did not do himself any favors. 25th.
Also, most note when Alexander Rowe ties his best finish of the year.
That car cannot catch a break.
I love it.
They've made 2 in a row and still can't probably get out of the cellar. Because Kev made the race, so. Ignore the retired on Shelton, because that actually was not a retirement. Actually, Kev only lost like 6 points to Rowe. So with that, I'm tired. I'm going to hand it over to Steven for his final thoughts.
It was definitely a good race. Good win to Amarego on the 15th, holding off Washer. Next week, we're going to Twin Rego and Teggy. A track kind of similar to this.
Somewhere in there. Twin Ring Motegi.
It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, Matt Dixon with a great run. Good run for some of the guys. Johnny finished 9th. I'm definitely looking forward to the next 8 races of the season. It's interesting to see if Steve Paul will be able to hold on to that wild card position and make the chase. And the wild card round to Zorline and Qualls, and now with Almarego, it's definitely going to be interesting and ready for the next weekend. And I hope you guys enjoyed this race.
So 9 races left to go in the chase, or till we decide to chase, and Almarego is actually top 10 in points, so most likely not one of the wild card guys right now. Either way, congrats to Vince Almarego on his first career win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't today for more racing and gaming related content. I'm Gordon for 291. This has been a production of the NRSL. I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.